Introduction. The sun was beginning its descent, casting a golden hue over the quiet countryside. A gentle breeze rustled through the trees, carrying with it the scent of earth and blooming flowers. In the stillness of the moment, an old man sat on the porch of his humble cottage. Gazing out at the landscape, his eyes, filled with the wisdom of many years, sparkled with a quiet joy. This man had discovered something profound, something that had transformed his life in ways he could never have imagined. He had discovered the power of now. Discovering the power of now. In his younger days, the old man had been much like everyone else. He was constantly caught up in the busyness of life, always thinking about the next thing, always chasing after something just out of reach. The past haunted him with regrets, and the future loomed with anxiety. He was never truly at peace, always feeling as though he was missing something essential. One day, during a particularly difficult time in his life, he wandered into the forest near his home. The weight of his worries pressed heavily on his shoulders, and his thoughts raced endlessly. But as he walked deeper into the forest, something began to change. The sounds of the world around him, the chirping of birds, the rustling of leaves, the soft crunch of his footsteps on the path began to draw his attention away from his troubled mind. For the first time in what felt like years, he was fully present. He stopped in a small clearing where a beam of sunlight broke through the canopy above, illuminating a single wildflower in the middle of the clearing. The simplicity and beauty of that moment struck him deeply. In that instant, he realized that all his striving, all his worrying, it kept him from experiencing the fullness of life that was always right in front of him. From that day forward, the old man made a conscious effort to live in the present moment. He learned that the power of now lies in its ability to connect us to the essence of life, to the peace and joy that are always available when we let go of the past and the future. He found that by being fully present, he could experience life in a way that was rich, meaningful, and profoundly satisfying. The influence of the Nag Hammadi Scriptures. As the old man continued his journey of self-discovery, he came across an ancient set of texts known as the Nag Hammadi Scriptures. These writings, discovered by chance in a remote Egyptian village, contained wisdom that had been hidden from the world for centuries. The scriptures spoke of a spirituality that was not about external rituals or rigid dogma, but about an inner journey, a deep exploration of the self. The old man was particularly struck by the teachings that emphasized the kingdom within. These texts suggested that the divine was not some distant entity, but something that resided within each person. The scriptures spoke of a spark of the divine light hidden within every soul, waiting to be discovered and nurtured. This idea resonated deeply with him, aligning perfectly with his newfound understanding of the power of the present moment. The Nag Hammadi Scriptures encouraged him to look inward, to explore the depths of his own consciousness. He began to see that the true path to spiritual fulfillment was not in seeking something outside of himself, but in uncovering the divine essence within. This realization was like a key that unlocked a door he never knew existed, a door that led to a vast inner world of peace, wisdom, and connection, embracing the kingdom within. As the years passed, the old man became more and more at peace with himself and the world around him. He no longer felt the need to chase after the fleeting pleasures and distractions that once consumed his life. Instead, he found contentment in the simple joys of daily living. In the warmth of the sun on his face, the sound of rain on the roof, the laughter of children playing nearby. He had embraced the kingdom within. The place of divine presence that the Nag Hammadi Scriptures had revealed to him. This inner kingdom was not a place of grand visions or mystical experiences, but a quiet, steady awareness of the sacredness of every moment. It was a space where he could rest, knowing that he was exactly where he needed to be, doing exactly what he needed to do. In this inner kingdom, the old man discovered a sense of wholeness and completeness that he had never known before. He realized that the search for meaning and purpose was not about finding something outside with the divine presence that had always been within him. This connection brought him a deep and abiding sense of peace, a peace that no external circumstance could ever shake.